All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about Jasmy. Recently, over the course of the last 3 to 4 days, I've been getting hundreds of requests to do multiple different project, updates. And, Jasmy is one of the ones that a lot of my viewers are asking for, my personal take on that. So we're going to talk about that. But of course, I try my absolute best to give you guys what you guys want. But at the end of the day, I cannot make every single update. But let's take a look at what's happening with Jasmy right now. It's up 34%. But before people start getting excited, of course, it's a time to be getting excited. It's not that, it's not a time to be getting excited. It's definitely a time to be getting excited. But it's not just Jasmy that's up. It's the broader market, especially utility project, layer ones, layer two narrative is really thriving over the course of the last 3 to 4 days. And we can see that clearly right now. But one specific factor, which I will highlight when I pull out the charts, has really led the market to pop off this morning, especially altcoins. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So the price is 2.6 cents, up 33.1% in USD, Bitcoin, and Ethereum comparative over the course of the last 24 hours. But, the market cap is back above $1 billion, to be exact, 1.27 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $700 million. If you guys have been following the channel on a regular basis, you guys know my personal take on Jasmy. I'm not a major fan, to be quite frank with you, but I would love to be wrong, right? You can't win every single project, but I've been quite clear in terms of a gain potential. Jasmy community has been doing what they are, supposed to do as a community. They obviously continue with the hype. They continue to, talk about it, which of course builds hype. And at the end of the day, hype is a huge factor, huge factor when it comes to, cryptocurrencies. Without hype, a project won't thrive. So, the community is doing everything that they need to be doing, but the team needs to do as much and put as much effort as the community does, which the community deserves, in my opinion. I still think there's some red flags when it comes to Jasmy because, of course, I saw one email and I can't backtrack it, but something along the lines like, they said, Crypto ZX, you were spot on. You were spot on about, how it's so important to keep a track of every project's roadmap. And apparently, like Jasmy, don't quote me on this because I don't know the exact details, but they missed something that they said they would do. And again, projects in the bull market are, bullish. They're like pushing out bullish stuff, content, because they know the hype factor is there. But in the bear market, when the prices go stagnant, that's where you want to really see what the project is really doing. Are they really pushing towards their vision? And but that does not mean, obviously the tokenomics, a huge plus point on Jasmy now is the tokenomics have gotten 1,000 times better from the previous cycle. Which could, in return, have a positive impact on the price of Jasmy, as we stated before. But in order for it to reach the likes of $1, again, we can't write it off because the community, I think that would be a major thing to be looking at right now, especially in terms of investor confidence. Maybe in terms of investor confidence compared to its competitors, to be quite frank with you, it's lower, but it does have that hype factor to it. Like, of course, that psychological price point, potential $1 could be retested, all that stuff. And obviously, those are things where people speculate, right? It's everything in crypto is speculative, right? And that's what people speculate on, like a return on investment. But with that said, we need to understand some of the other factors as well. If they're making this much money, they need to put it into the project, at least rewrap their website at least. But again, at the end of the day, I don't own absolutely any Jasmy. You guys know on this channel, I keep it 100% unbiased opinion that I share with you guys and share my personal thoughts onto what's happening with the price. So if you're looking at the dominance index, it has fell down quite sharply, and this right here is the major catalyst behind the coins pumping up over the course of the last few hours. Dominance has fallen down quite sharply, retesting some of the October levels. And again, this is quite bullish for altcoins. Bitcoin, obviously, I'm sure you guys know at this point, $100,000 is a psychological price point, and it's no surprise that 100,000 hasn't been retested as of now because it is a major level that a lot of people have their eyes on. And I think in the near future, we're going to see the bulls, taking advantage of beating the bears and pushing the price of Bitcoin above $100,000, which is going to be historic. But if you're looking at Jasmy right now, of course, we know the consolidation phase. I've spoken to you guys about this. I'm going to keep this very simple to make you guys understand. First and foremost, I want you guys to forget about the higher prices right now. Forget about them. I would recommend you guys to forget about these prices. I want you guys to focus on this key resistance, and after the key resistance is able to break out, then we can kind of talk about some of the higher levels. We did come very close back in June at the 4.4 cents mark. If you guys have been watching the channel, then I'm sure you guys know about that. And of course, there were some big developments coming out, big rumors flying around, about Jasmy. But you guys can see there is a massive uptick right now that we're seeing. So pretty much from November lows, you guys can see for November 5th lows at 1.7 cents. If you picked it up at that price point, you're up 66%. So it's following the market trend. It's not that Jasmy's just out of an ordinary but pushing towards the upside based off of some of the announcements. No, it's basing it off of the momentum of the broader market. Everything at this point is pumping right now as we speak. And for Jasmy specifically, in the upcoming hours, I think we could actually see a nice price move. And a reason as to why I say this, it retested that 2.9 cents key resistance. As you can see, literally at that neckline, got rejected. If that is able to clear out, I think Jasmy could start pushing up to the likes of that 3.3 cents key resistance and potentially even hitting a new yearly high. I don't think that would be an unrealistic thing to be looking at. In order for it to reach a new yearly high, that's a 75.14% increase from where we currently are. And with the momentum that we're currently seeing, the trading volume is rising quite a bit. And with the market momentum, people looking for another altcoin opportunity, maybe you do see Jasmy pushing out to these. I'm very confident we do see that push that I'm just referring to, because this resistance looks like it wants to break out right now. If this resistance is able to break out, I do believe Jasmy moves up quite fast and potentially retest the major 5 cents key resistance for the first time since none other than 2022 March. And we know the significance of this key resistance. I've spoken to you guys about this. I sound like a broken record, but that is the level that you guys want to keep an eye out on. And after that, we can talk about some of the higher levels. But as of now, I want you guys to focus on the short-term price points, but rather than focusing on the dollar or 50 cents, 10 cents. No, let's focus on this first. But I like this. This is a good move. I'm going to be quite frank with you. And like I said, if this resistance is able to break out, we could be heading up to that 3.3 cents. And after that, I think we could actually see some more excitement within Jasmy's price in the upcoming days ahead of us. Would not be a major surprise factor, but keep an eye out on Bitcoin as well as dominance. Let me know down below what you guys personally think about this. What are your personal stats on Jasmy? Are you here for Jasmy just for a short span of time, like a short term to make some profits and get out, or are you here for the long term? If you're here for the long term, tell me what is that selling factor for you specifically. And yeah, thank you for all your support. Cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are amazing. Jasmy community, I love the Jasmy community. I love every single community, to be quite frank with you. Communities do everything they are supposed to be doing, but it comes down to the projects as well to kind of keep the same energy. But yeah, thank you for all your support. I'll try my best to make more of these updates. Of course, significant levels are retested. I'll try my best to keep you guys posted, but let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.